International League action just a few moments away, but as final preparations are being made, let's get a look at tonight's installment of the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Number 25 is highlighted here, and he really had it all working in his last start, collecting the complete game shutout for his efforts.
Well, it was just one of those dominant performances where he single-handedly won the game for his team. I mean, sure, his team got him at least one run, but...
Okay, we're looking forward to this one. Lineups and first pitch on the show coming up next. AAA baseball for you now on the show as we present coverage from the International League. And then briefly, let's take a look at the two starting pitchers who get the assignment here. Darnell Sweeney will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first. And here's a fastball called for strike one. EK, you take a look at our visitors as they enter play here this evening. They suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
They've already given their starter a 3-0 lead to work with here, so they're in good shape to maybe build on this recent run of good form. Yeah, real good extension on the swing that time as he goes out and gets that ball. You'll see the right fielder's got no shot at this one as it's over his head and one hops the wall out there. That's going to allow him to coast into second with an easy double.
David Lowe is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. He may not throw a ton of changeups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are, so the more you can keep these guys guessing off balance, the better.
A little bit off the outside, it's 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Here's another 1-2. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Again, a 1-2. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even a 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Now another 2-2. Fouled straight back. 2-2 one more time. And this is in the air to straightaway right. We'll see if it's enough to get that runner to third. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. Sam Travis will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire.
One thing to keep an eye on as this game goes along, first pitch strikes. The more this guy can work from ahead, the better off he's going to be.
Here's the 1-1. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything.
J.P. Arancibia will dig in now, just hoping for something to go his way. As you can see, that has not been the case these last 9 ball games. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And they're on the board as this is now a 3-1 ball game. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Nick Williams will stand in here for the first time, looking to pick up that runner from second with 2 away here. Fastball in there for a called strike. Well, you see there on the graphic, the double is his 8th of the season so far. He's set, now the pitch. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. That's a good job to lay off, too.
Now another 1-2. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Here comes a 2-2. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. Indianapolis leads it 3-1.
Batting ninth,
Number 25 will stand in for the first time here. Now the first pitch. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Now here it comes. Ball 1.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
Hey, let her rip one time.
Ready now on 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
Here now the 2-2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Boy, you have got to make this guy swing the bat here on this next pitch. This is not the guy you want to lose.
And this is swung on and bounced on the ground to third. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder.
J.P. Crawford will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Now here's the pitch. Swing, and he pulls the fastball high in the air toward deep right center. Garcia moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Ryan Jackson will get his first opportunity here. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
This is a spot where it helps to have a two-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
1-0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed, 1-1. High and wide, 2 balls and a strike. The pitch. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Sets the 2-2 pitch. And he gets under this one and in fact breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
And for a first baseman, if the most direct route is to just tag the guy, that's what you do. There's no sense in trying to throw it to your pitcher or your second baseman covering, especially if you don't have to.
Oh, and he lays one down here, and this is going to be a tough play. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out. Nothing across here this half. We've played 2 full. Indianapolis is out in front, 3-1. Number 25 will stand in now with the bases loaded, and this is one at-bat he doesn't want to just throw away. He can really help himself here.
Yeah, hitting is not really in a lot of pitchers' DNA, but you're right. If he can find a way to just find a hole with a ground ball, that could be huge.
In there, 0-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Pause, now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, give him credit up there. He's going to take his hacks.
He's ready, now the pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit, 1-2.
And he didn't want that one to be in the strike zone. Even with the bases loaded, this is still a strikeout situation, remember.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
A deep breath, now the 2-2. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
And you have to figure he didn't think he'd be seeing any action this early on, but he's going to need to hold down the fort for a while here, now that their starter's already out of the ballgame.
Mario Hollins will lead things off here with his guys down 7 in the early going. Steve Lyons, how do you come back from a deficit like that?
Well, I think slowly. I mean, yeah, ideally a 10-run inning would be great, but you've got time on your side. You don't need to try to get it all back at once. Just pack away. A couple runs here, a couple runs there. Get yourself into slam range. That's 4 runs down.
Darnell Sweeney is at the plate as he looks at ball one.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
A runner at second, nobody out. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
And after that double in his first at-bat, you can tell they're approaching him with a bit more caution here. Well, they should.
And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. One away. David Lowe will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Here's the first offering. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one. He's set. Now the pitch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. One out and a runner on third. Now the 1-1 pitch. In the air to center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Well, at this point, all you can really do is hope to chip away at this lead. Hope that your pitchers can keep you in the ballgame. Good job there to get this one out deep enough to drive in the run.
Sam Travis will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Well, you can tell he's trying to work that pitch away, but he might have left that one a little.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. 3 innings complete. Indianapolis leads it 8-2. J.P. Arencibia will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth. Now a ball hit sharply down the line at third, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Now the pitch. Good idea with the change, but it's 2-1. And now a pitch on the way. This is sharply hit back up the middle, and the leadoff man is going to reach here. He's got a base hit. Nick Williams will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. And he'll try and crowd him there with a fastball to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. The second for one, back to first, but he wasn't able to set his feet that time as he gets knocked down, and they only get one. J.P. Crawford will try it again. He flew out his first time. Oh, and he belts one high and deep to right center. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner will score from first. And he will pull into third with an RBI triple. Ryan Jackson will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. That hits the outside corner. It's strike one.
Boy, good pitch, good spot. That thing tailed right back over the outside corner.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Yeah, even though you've got a big lead, you don't want to give them a cheap. That's a nice block right there.
Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Well, I think the time for patience is over. You've got to make something happen up there when you've got a runner in scoring position.
The 1-2. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Well, with one out and the infield back, he knows he can pick up the RBI with just a simple ground ball. But he winds up with more than that. This is going to find a hole for an RBI single.
To second for one, on to first, not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call.